In today's video, we are doing what would happen if Lamar Jackson got traded to the Carolina Panthers, which is aka North Carolina Panthers. But now obviously a lot of people here in my channel, obviously, there aren't really a big Madden fans, and I obviously am. So you'll get it when it moves on. But now, for the trade in general, it wasn't cheap. There were, of course, 2 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick from Carolina and San Francisco. So, and what I mean by this, I mean by a lot of players. I'm talking about Shaq Thompson, Eric Grossos Montos, Trevion Moulton, Lerma Squeefuck Jr. Yeah, all those players, they were traded just to make this trade happen in my simulation. Now, it may not make sense, but it makes sense, and let me say why. And obviously, you got to go research if you don't know what Madden is, or football is in general. Sorry, I'm not giving you all the frickin' information, that's not how it works. But, what it does is that, you know, it gives them a wide open contender, being like Super Bowl contenders, and obviously a weak NFC South, and also with a weak NFC. While for the Ravens, they could kick off a little bit of a short rebuild. I say short rebuild because, and here's why. It's because I just think they have way too much talent on their team to not be in a at least 3-year rebuild. Unless their quarterback is absolutely terrible. Then, you know, it's that. But now you're like, wait, why wouldn't they just pay Lamar Jackson what he's worth? I'm not kidding when I say this, but Lamar just clearly safe to say does not want to be on Baltimore anymore. And he said this on its own. Obviously, they would want to probably have Lamar Jackson back, obviously, but Lamar just does not seem like he wants to come back. Which, I mean, I can understand why, because, like, they're, one, a run-heavy offense that barely uses him outside of rushing, like, running the football and stuff. Like, that's the only thing he's used for on the offense. Sometimes he does throw the ball to, like, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. But, you know what's the thing that was common? They're both tight ends. Yeah, they're not wide receivers. They're tight ends. That's how bad their receiving core is, which is one thing I can understand. So, yeah, but besides that, I don't really understand. Why wouldn't you just say it out loud? And also, this man was getting paid a whopping $250 million guaranteed money. That's ridiculous. That's pretty ridiculous to me. So, yeah. It's pretty crazy. So we went 4-3, which is not surprising. But what is surprising is that we're not winning the division. 6 in offense, that's not really a big surprise. So I'm just assuming that our defense is like, yeah, somewhere in the mid-20s. 22th on defense. Lamar, he's Lamar. He's playing pretty well. Not really a surprise to me. Donald Foreman, he's been doing alright. Alish, he was doing a little bit better. Wow. But DJ Moore's not even playing that well. And apparently our best wide receiver, and I'm not even exaggerating with this, is Terrace Marshall Jr. And he's not even supposed to be a great receiver, by the way. That's kind of ridiculous. Again, McWanu, wow, this window has been playing a little bit better than I expected, but again, Cam, he has like a rookie year, so it's not that surprising. He's like failing. Brian Burns has 3.5 sacks, and Derek Brown has 2. Okay, that's a little upsetting. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, like, because we do, like, again, I'll show you the defense, and I'll show you how this team's not that good on defense. And also, I am running with Carolina's defense, which is kind of average at best. And welcome to the stream, my guy. Or girl. It depends. Obviously, I don't know who the frick it is. But anyway, and of course, he left. Not even a big surprise whatsoever. But anyway, we're gonna trade. There are just players that I don't want on the team. And it's starting off with Xavier Woods. He's not, like, an amazing player. He's not terrible, which is the reason why I just want to end up trading him. Another player I would like to trade as well is Matthew, whoever the frick his name is, to also get this frick contract out of the window. But, and I guess that's really it. Hopefully we could get, like, I don't know, a 3rd round pick out of it, since we don't have one at the moment. Hey, Texans. Actually, you know what? No, because they don't really probably want aging veteran players. Here we go, 40. Oh, I forgot we already traded their picks. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. I mean, I'm not expecting it to work. Yeah. That's not a bit of a surprise. Honestly, though, maybe if I did throw in a 2nd round pick, maybe they might end up accepting it. Who knows? Who knows? Wait, what? Oh, it's just like slightly just not in their favor. Okay. I just have to move up a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. So, I think it's our 2nd round pick, Matthew Inland, and Xavier Woods for a 3rd and a 1st round pick. Why is freaking Maui barking like a freaking puppy? Okay, that was weird. But oh, Chemical now has Superstar. Okay, that's nice. Something to build around. Obviously, our O-line is kind of need to be fixed. So yeah, and honestly, I'm really glad we did end up getting that 1st round pick, because, well, if we didn't, well, we're still gonna have like a mediocre offensive line for a while. So, and yes, I would rather have a better offense than a defense, even when defense wins championships. What? Alright, honestly, I am hoping that there is a better ability out here now than Laughing Deadeye. Okay, thank God. Dashing Deadeye. Take it. And instead of threat director, I'll do roaming Deadeye, I guess. So he just gives him like OP pocket and also just throwing around the area Deadeye. Because Akamaguanu, again, he has Superstar, which that means I think I'm able to get him one of... Oh, never mind. You have to be an 85 overall to unlock that ability. Okay, but I'll give him Polar Elite, because then he could just be at least a beast. At, well, blocking. So I'll change Roaming Deadeye with Threat Director for now, because, well, seems like we're going to still need it. Honestly, I don't see us making it to the playoffs, but we're probably just going to be barely short, I would say. Because, here's why. I mean, obviously, again, we got a good backfield. Lamar Jackson, Dante Foreman, right? But then, like, that's it, kind of, on our offense. Outside of, like, players like Austin Kmet, Akamaguanu, DJ Moore. That's kind of it, though. We don't have any other pass catchers. Our defense is abysmal. I actually kind of want to trade C.J. Anderson because, like, he's just not that good. You know what I'm actually also going to trade with? Is that freaking starting middle linebacker who we have at the moment. But I'm also really hoping that we could trade these players for a better right tackle because we really do need to get a better right tackle. And we're definitely not got it from the Bears. That's pretty obvious. Nope. I like Nicholas Pethier, though. He's not terrible. But, am I really here to target him? I would like a young, solid player. Kind of like Panay, but, you know, maybe a little bit older than that. Nope. Brandon Smith might be the best guy I get possible. I think it might be Brandon Smith. Yeah, it can be Brandon Smith. We'll probably accept this since they do need corner and linebacker. I'll accept it. Alright. Should we just trade? We actually have a crap ton of picks, though. So, it wouldn't matter. And, hey, Brandon Smith is not going to be for cheap. Even with, like, you know, 2 average players. I literally call them average. Well. Well, I guess I could look at left tackle. I guess. And then maybe move a Chem at right. I really hope this trade works because I don't want to trade anywhere. Okay, thank God. Jarrett Wills for pretty much 2 average players. So, you know, I'm taking that every day. And Akamaguanu, I'll just move him to right tackle because it makes more sense. Because I feel like this would definitely though be a guy who would play right tackle, just in my opinion. And also, it'll just fix the offensive line and something else I don't have to do in the draft. Now all we need is kind of left guard and center, because I don't think Barrett Basborn is going to be the answer. We also need to get corner, which I made it worse with, you know. I am going to move Jermaine Chin at middle linebacker. There's something I like to do all the time, because of how gigantic this guy is. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, look at this man. He's 6'3". That's a freak as a safety, which is why I would prefer to move him at middle linebacker. So, obviously, I just think it's a better alternative in general. So it's like, well, obviously, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, again, I say we're just going to miss the playoffs. But I also will say we're probably... Honestly, I'm just curious to see... Actually, before we move on, I actually want to give him the contract that, honestly, I feel like would make sense on both sides. So, yeah. We're not going to make it something cheap as well, because then it wouldn't really be a rebuild. It would just be my opinion of what you should get. So, yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Everybody grab your snacks, you know, get a little drink or two, because we're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a long time. So, yeah. Oh, this is actually a little fast. Yeah, this is going a lot more faster than I expected it. Honestly, guys, though, I am surprised this is going a little bit faster than I expected. Oh, so we're not able to give this man $250 million. Huh. Well, I'll make it 190 for fun. Okay, now we're like gonna have like zero cap space, honestly. Because we're paying this man this much money for literally in a 7-year span. So, yeah. This, you know what? 75 million signing bonus. Let's do that. I'm not gonna be here though for a while for this one, that's for sure. Boom. 25.80 million cap hit. That's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot. A lot, I tell you. So, that's like a massive amount of money. That is massive. So, alright. Donald, he has no interest. Barry Basmore has a little bit of interest. Honestly, I think outside of Foreman, there is no one else I want to resign. And that's actual facts. He's not going to accept that. I don't want to pay this man more than $5 million a year. Like, I'm sorry, but that's kind of just facts. But I really am hoping though that. Well, obviously, I would hope for us to actually make it to the playoffs, but I am very curious to see how it's gonna go, like in the draft for us, since we have, you know, players like that, you know, and all that stuff, and yada yada yada. Oh my god. We went 13-4. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting to make it this far. And the fact we had, I don't even know how long of a winning streak, is still insane. Second in offense. And four, like, you know what's funny? We didn't even trade anybody to help our defense. And yet our defense got better. 25 sacks too? That's pretty crazy. Like over 1,000 yards for Dante Foreman with 21 touchdowns. DJ Moore at least got over 1,000 yards, but Rashawn Higgins had more yards. Oh my god. Garrett Wills had 11 sacks. I don't think he had all the sacks, I'm assuming. Brian Burns went crazy with 14.5 sacks. Garrett Brown went 4. But I'm shocked we're playing this good. Like, honestly. J.C. Horn with 3 interceptions. Jeremy Chin didn't even have 1 interception. That's actually a little surprising to me. But dang. We were doing so good in the second half of the season. I think we have, like, what, a 9 in a row winning streak? I'm pretty sure that's how it went, right? Like, yeah, we were playing a little mediocre, you know, yada, 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 playing a little mediocre. Like, besides the Bengals loss, we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row winning streak. That's pretty insane. Even not including the bye week. That's pretty crazy. 8 in a row winning streak. And now we're going against the Commanders. And funny enough, we're going against Ron McVera in the playoffs. Like, I don't even know where to put my expectations, but I don't care. We won the division, and that's kind of all I care. Where are we, though, currently? I think we're number 2 seed. Yeah, we're the number 2 seed. I don't know how the Commanders are this good, literally despite they're the 7th seed. But, hey, we got the weakest team in the wild card, outside of probably maybe the AFC team for the 7th seed. But, please, we gotta win. I don't want to lose to the 7th place team. It'll be nice. Let's go. 38-28. Let's go, baby. Who won the Viewy Week reward? I'm assuming it's Lamar. I'm assuming it is. Yep. Matter of fact, who even made it before? Corey Littleton. I don't know how he made it, but he made it. Lamar made it. Brian Burns made it. I just like looking at these because, you know, and Lamar made it in the first week too. So I think he made it like 3 times. That's pretty ridiculous. Now we're going against the San Francisco 49ers, who are, I think, the 4th seed, I think. So, yeah. Great little. You get freaking upgraded, I guess. But, time to beat the 49ers. And hopefully make it to the NFC Championship game. Which I'll be pretty shocked that happens, though. Yep. We lost. And 1 new injury. Probably one of the reasons why we lost this game. Wow. Dante Jackson had a tore ACL. Or, Achilles. Yeah, tore Achilles. Brian Burns had a orbic disc. Don't even know what that means. Some of these players have to be on IR. This guy's on IR. He must have been on IR too. No, he's not even on IR. I hate this glitch in this game. It's so annoying. He's not on IR. I really, really hate this glitch so freaking much. Matt Corral, he wasn't on AR. But I mean, all in all though, like, it was a very successful season in general. Like, I wasn't even expecting to make it this far. I'm assuming it was a defensive player. Or it's surely not. Yep. Jermaine Chintz with 11 tackles. And a sack. That's pretty crazy. Contract extension. I have Steve Wilkes again as the head coach. He's literally the defensive coordinator, but now head coach of the team right now. But honestly, I'm too surprised he does get head coach interviews. Like, he was doing pretty solid as the head coach. Now you're like, oh, he had such a terrible record. This was a team that wasn't even supposed to be close to a division. Like winning a division. I say that's success. Yeah, we need to fix like both units of the ball, which is why I kind of want to do corner, because corner's a little bit more important. And obviously we need to fix guard, so that's why I'll just do that. And he's a defensive coordinator, so of course I'm gonna do this. Alright. Alright. Now, with this impressive, I want to obviously upgrade the defense, but there are so many there's so many needs on this roster, but the fact we played this good was kind of insane, though. Like, that's the thing we have to know, is how incredible this team played, despite all the terribleness and stuff. Alright. Lamar is a 93. I actually didn't give DJ Moore any abilities, didn't I? Yeah, and I decided to change his abilities. And also, again, which I forgot to mention, I know I keep mentioning this, but make sure you go follow my Twitch channel. You know, mainly because of the fact where I actually I had a little bit of. I was shocked that 2 people were end up watching my Twitch, and I'm not joking in that regard. So I was shocked. So yeah. Alright. Wow. Buccaneers end up winning the Super Bowl. That's a little upsetting. And, oh! Your boy wins Coach MVP. That's actually kind of insane. I love that so much. I won Coach MVP. That is incredible. I actually wonder if they actually do coaches. They don't. That's interesting. And also, this is the XP slider, upgrades and all of that stuff. Which, you know, maybe at some point I might want to mess around with that, but for now, it's what it is. I bet you would, if it's 700, you could have a 12 overall player and probably would get 60 or something crazy. I'm not really though joking around. I think that's actually true. Alright, let's see what my man Weaver. We're gonna help the run blocking for the lineman. And let's see if Donald Foreman has any change of plans in terms of, well, want to stay on the team or not. I really do hope he does have, like, he has a ton more excitement being on the team, since we literally were, I mean, again, Steve Wilkes, you just won Coach MVP. So, honestly, if I would pick Coach MVP of the season, it's probably going to be the Giants and Brian Dable. Like, I don't know how he made it to the playoffs and won in the first place. So, I think the issue, like, I'm about to give this man this contract right here. 6-year deal. I'll give him a 5-year deal contract. That's like the most I'm giving this man. But, hey, we even get enough money to go end up signing some free agents, which, Jesus. If you guys could hear barking in the background, I'm incredibly sorry. One of our dogs is just super crazy, and he's on steroids. Just kidding. He's not on steroids. He's literally just a crazy dog in general. Yeah. Like, and now, I actually, like, again, show one of my videos in Puppy Time, which actually I really do wonder how many views that video gone and get. But it was crazy. It was crazy. I like Tommy Hazard or whatever. Videos. It has a total of 8 views. I'm actually kind of surprised. Look at him. He's easily going to probably accept the contract. Thank God. Yeah, I'll pick up Deshaun Elliott. I don't want to, like, go crazy in free agency, because that's how we could definitely run out of money pretty quickly. Which is why I'm probably going to, like, ignore all those big-time players and stuff, unless they'll accept a very cheap contract and not super expensive. I would love Miles Sanders. It's just like, he has zero interest with the team, which I actually kind of don't get. Because, like, well, the player tag is super low, but that shouldn't really, it should be much more higher than that. Honestly, I would even give it, like, yeah, maybe like an orange rating, or even halfway, because, yeah, he loves the scheme fit, he loves the highest offer. Well, he doesn't love it, but he doesn't hate it either. So that's kind of why I'm like, kind of a little baloney. So, yeah, but I want to see where our draft picks are at the moment. I really am hoping that we are in a good spot in the first round. We are at 28, 62nd in the second round, 92nd in the third round. Yeah, so we get like a lot of late round picks in the draft, unfortunately. And next year, we don't even have first round pick. So, yeah, it's gonna be very hard to actually make this team a Super Bowl contender when we have absolutely zero resources in terms of draft picks. And you got players like Jabardi Chin, or I kind of forgot what their 2020 first round pick was. Like, who was it again? I forgot his... did they even have a first round pick that year? Like, I'm starting to question that. Okay, apparently they did. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yeah, I forgot it was Derek Brown. Obviously, I'm getting his 5th-year option. It's such... No question. Giving him the 5th-year option. He deserves it, and he's a beast. And also, and I don't have to pay this man like 20 million. Another 5th-year option? I don't remember getting another 5th... Oh, because of Jarek Wills. That's going to be a questionable. Because I could let him be a free agent. Huh. You know what? Let's do it. Even if he had 11 sacks last year, I bet you he didn't play that terrible on his team. So, that's the reason why I did end up getting him. But did we end up getting the free agents that I wanted? Which, we didn't get any. Well, we barely got any, which was 2 players. So, we did get Deshaun Elliott. Thank the Lord, because we need someone in the secondary that is also healthy. We signed it Johnny Hecker. I don't know why we have Johnny Hecker now as a punter. We don't need him. Get him out of here. How do I get negative just to cutting this man? I don't get it, but whatever. Who cares? I also am not having Zane Gonzalez as my starting kicker. We also need to get a better punt returner. Because, like, literally, we have an 81 overall punt returner. That needs to be addressed. But, wait a minute. Isn't there John Ross or something in the free agency? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I'll easily take that. Because we also need a receiver. So, that works. We got about $26 million. Jarvis Landry is available. DJ Chark is available. There's a... Isaiah Hoggins is available? That's a little surprising. Oh, John Ross is not a free agent anymore? That's interesting. Actually. Oh, no, never mind. John Ross is just such a terrible somehow free agent. I am obviously giving him a contract. Like, he's accepting anything at this point. Like, he would accept anything to me. If you're not on a team, you're better off accepting anything than not getting anything, you know? That's why I am going to give him a 2-year offer. I think he will be a nice, solid punt returner. And heck, who knows? He might end up being a good slot receiver. So, yeah. But I feel like we need to address wide receiver, which that actually does work out perfectly as well. So, I think we did end up getting John Ross because, like, there's no way he's not going to accept it. Like, come on. Yeah, he did. That's not even a shock whatsoever. Now, I think he is going to be one of those guys who's just on the field constantly. I want him to obviously be punt returner and kick returner because of just how his electrifying speed is. But I also want him to actually be, again, a kick returner and punt returner. So, I'm just praying that he's our starting punt returner. Yeah, he is. That's not even a question. Alrighty. Now, on to the draft. It's going to be very difficult to actually find players because I can't really decide to trade up in the draft because next year we don't have a lot of draft capital. This year we don't have a lot of draft capital. It's kind of a bunch of nonsense, really. We don't have a lot of draft capital out of any of the drafts, really. So, yeah, but I think dressing the receiving core is probably going to be the main idea here. But who knows? They go take Kyle Lewis out of Ohio State. Alrighty. Best players available. Wide receiver, free safety, both of those are needs. Down to Macklin. I'm very tempted to take some of these players, but I'm very tempted to take Tevin Carson, since we do need a wide receiver. Again, I said before. Okay, this man has huge catching... He has huge catch concerns, But this man is literally a freak of nature in terms of fast, like how explosive this man can be. His strength is terrible. His strength is god-awful. I actually have more strength, probably, than this guy. I'm not even kidding with you. Like, everything is pretty bad, except his speed, which that's a little bit of a concern to me. Because I'm not going to draft a guy who just has speed as his only thing. Obviously, of course, speed has a lot to do with football, but it's not everything. That's why I am going to take Lindsey Turk. This guy does have elite speed and at least has solid strength. So, yeah. Safe to say he's probably going to be one of our better receivers for a while. Like, all of these picks really do matter, though. It really is. They go take Eric, the middle linebacker. What do I go with here? Oh, yeah, we do need center. I'm tempted to go get a corner, like, because corner is just, like, such a big need. I know Deontay Jackson is actually coming back, which that is a huge benefit, but at the same time, we're still gonna need a corner. We're still gonna need a corner. You think TJ, whoever his freaking name is gonna be their corner for the future? I don't think so. Johnny Mills out of Michigan is like the best corner, like a good option here. He is okay. He does have some good abilities and as well not a terrible punt returner. So I think I will be going with Johnny Mills here. Like, if he's not good as a corner, who cares? He could be a good use at the kick returning position. Or punt returner again. Carolina Panthers are on the clock. Shut the fuck up, stupid announcer bitch. And a little lineman until like day 3. You know what? We need to get a center, and he's the only guy who's expected to at least be drafted. So, you know what? I'm taking the risk. Give me Ross Flores out of Cincinnati. Honestly, he's probably going to be just a terrible offensive lineman that I really did waste a 3rd round pick on. But who cares? That's all I got to say. Who cares? And now you're like, oh wait, you usually don't go to the 4th round. I know what I'm doing. I really am tempted to go take a tight end now because we really do need to get tight end. I just want to get a solid. This guy has 0 catching ability, 0 run block ability. Actually, outside of run and finesse, but he has good route running. It's just like his catching ability sucks, but everything else, he's perfectly fine. So you know what? Let's go get Kevin Bailey out of Colorado. Honestly, I think he might not be a terrible tight end. And I'm saying that as genuine facts. I'm also taking a kicker here because we don't have a kicker heading into the season, which is kind of the reason why I am going to draft the kicker. Despite it is, again, a late 4th round pick, which that's kind of somewhat valuable. All I care about is the kick power. It doesn't actually show you kick power here. But I don't care. Calvin Larmett, welcome to the team, sir. This man is about to be the best kicker in the whole wide world. And that's why we took him in the late 4th round. And also, I'm going to say this as facts. Kicker is so... It's actually, I feel like, slowly evolving to being an actually important position. Now, would people actually take kickers in the 1st round? No. I don't even think even, like, let's say, a Hall of Famer kicker, like, if they knew it was a Hall of Famer kicker, they're still not taking him in the 1st round. And that's actually true. Maybe the 3rd round, or even 4th round, but not the 1st round. I would never ever even see that happening. So let's see the draft. Honestly, I really do think we did solid, but not terrible. But also not good either. Yeah, our wide receiver is probably going to be like the best thing about the draft. Johnny Mins has some potential. We did end up reaching with Ross Flores, as well as Kevin Bailey, which, by the way, I am going to upgrade his catching, because, like, it's just a stupid excuse. I'm sorry. It's just such a stupid excuse, EA. Like, how is a guy in the NFL, and, like, who's going to have major dropping concerns? Literally, I have never heard of a guy who has huge dropping concern. Never. I never heard of that happening. And I'm sorry, but that's facts. And also, his route running is extremely low. Let me upgrade that as well, because it should not be that low. So there you go. Solid tight end. Got him in the 4th round. Steal. And also the kicker. Totally good. Troy Hendrickson. Actually a steal in round 6. Perfect. And also maybe a potential 4th receiver at Randall Heiken in the 7th round. Nice. I really am hoping, though, that this draft class is actually going to have a huge impact. Because, again, we're just a couple of pieces away from probably making it to the Super Bowl. So, I'm just hoping that these players are actually going to pan out. Terra Marshall Jr. is just a guy who I'm end up going to trade, as well as Deontay Jackson. I know we need him incredibly be bad, because, like, literally our defense is nothing, kind of without Deontay Jackson. But I just don't see him actually being, like, that true player. And also, by the way, we could probably even maybe trade these players for maybe even a 1st round pick this year, which that is going to be a huge benefit. I don't care if we have to trade a 2nd round pick just to get it. Or actually a 3rd round pick, I meant. But, like, it's worth it at the end of the day if I can get a 1st round pick. And heck, if I had to trade a 5th round pick for, like, I don't even care. I just really am hoping we could somehow figure out a way to try to get a 1st round pick this year rather than next year. Obviously, I will have to see which team has the most value for these guys, as well as, well, Steelers, Seahawks. I know Seahawks are like the only people, but I know for a fact it's like, yep, number 9 overall. Giants. Didn't they make it like the playoffs or something? Nope, they made it even worse than the Seahawks. Cardinals, negative cap space. Thanks a lot, Cardinals. Bills. Another team of freaking negative cap space. Well, I'm going with the Giants, because the Giants is like our best bet to getting a lower 2nd round pick. And also, I am also going to get like a maybe 2 seconds actually, and also I will be trading our 5th round pick for return. Because I would like to have some of these picks, if you know what I mean. Because we don't have any really good picks. Alright, there we go. Great move. Great move right there. Trading players that we really didn't need for actually good, you know, benefit picks. Is he our slot receiver? He's not even our number 1 slot receiver. That's interesting. And Turk, who I think was our corner, right? Oh. Wait, he had good kick return experience? Or, I mean, not kicker. Kick experience. Good punt return experience. I did not actually know that, but I didn't want him to be. I don't want him to even be even close to it. So I'll have him as like my 3rd option. I want to be John Ross. Or, who's this guy even? Is this the corner? No, this is a running back. Okay, I'll take it, I guess, because at least he's valuable in some direction. But I thought Mims is like a good kick returner. This doesn't make any sense. It's not even close. What is even his kick return experience? I thought it was super high, because remember it was A to C? Let's see here. It doesn't even say it. The hell? And also I am upgrading the stamina as well. Dang, this guy's big. 6'2". I didn't even notice that. 80. How is he this low then in terms of... You know what? 86. We're making it 86. And upgrading his speed a little bit. And his agility and acceleration. Plus, it's not going to matter. He's still 69 over a corner anyways. Who cares? But he is definitely going to get an upgrade in terms of the position. Right? Yep. Mims is now officially an 86. But not even close for even a kick returner. Alright. Wow. Week 1 of the preseason, we're going against the Texans. And then week 1 of the regular season, we're going against the Texans. And in the same stadium, too, which is in our like... stadium. That's actually pretty freaking funny. That's pretty funny. I cannot believe he actually said that. That's where you went wrong, sir. We're not supposed to be this bad. I guess our team's actually catching up to us. 13th in offense. Probably because we have like a top 5 worst defense. No? Well, then what is wrong? I always don't get it, but who cares? We had 6 sacks. That's pretty impressive. For like the first half of the season though, that's still very impressive. Even if we had a bye week or something. Not meant to click that button. Alright, our receivers been alright. Our O-line is, of course, good. Better than expected. Brian Burns is already almost a double-digit sacks. Not even Brian Burns. He's like 2 sacks. I cannot believe we had probably the biggest steal in the draft. And this was a round 6 pick. What is up with my audio? Huh, it's weird. Let's see what we got signed this year. $86 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I mean, we don't really have a lot of people to sign. I probably might let him walk, actually. I don't know why he even doesn't want to be on the team anyway. Brian Burns. Hey, you want to be on the team, right? Right? How about you don't ask so much frickin' money? Thank you. And we only gotta pay this man not much money. Thank the Lord. Jamarity Chin. I get it. You hate our historic championships, but wow, this guy's not asking a lot of freaking money. I'm not even kidding. Look, the highest money we have to pay him is $5.29 million. That's not a lot of money. I'll take it. I'll take every day. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this guy's asking a little bit more money than I actually thought. And he accepted. He wants to be a Carolina Panther. Aye, Captain. Oh, wow, we didn't even have a bye week, too. That makes that 6 sacks thing even more impressive. I don't know why I didn't notice that until now, so. Yeah. Alright, on to the playoffs. Playoffs, here we go! It must have taken them a lot of urge to do that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me tell you why I don't get it. We went to being a literally Super Bowl contender to literally missing the playoffs, but also having barely a winning record. I don't get it. Where did I went wrong? like, I'm assuming it was because of our defense, right? But there's just a couple things that I don't get it. You know? 19th in offense. And 10th on defense. So apparently the offense is the problem. How was the offense the problem? We had 16 sacks. We had literally about as much sacks as interceptions. Lamar, what the hell? And also Dante Foreman, I thought you were supposed to be electrifying running back. No. And also John Ross, what the frick are you doing as our slot receiver? Nothing, apparently. Don't worry. The defense, hold on a minute. It's not your fault. That's all I gotta say. It's not even your fault. How many sacks did Derek Brown have? Okay, at least he had 5.5. Honestly, I was a little upset if he wouldn't end up having 2. Jamarity Chin, he had 4. Troy Hendrickson, I don't care. Troy Hendrickson had a really good season, and that's kind of all I care about. Where's my man Mims? Or Millimit? There he is. There's my man Mims. Well, thank God we got 2 second-round picks. For a Kemet Guanu, because now he's an 85, so now he's able to get threat director or detector or something. I don't care. Oh man, Dodo douchebag, kibble. Oh man, sweetheart, man, I've been laying dick. Oh man, douchebag, Kim. It's like our defense is fine. It's just like our offense is just an ugly piece of trash, and it's so incredibly annoying. Because I thought the offense was supposed to be good, but no, because Lamar has to be a freaking idiot, and I don't know freaking why. God. Cowboys are just terrible. Or, I mean, just beast. I don't really have anybody to sign, so I guess we're just gonna move on to the off season. Alright. Re-agency time! And you can tell that my commentary is really bad because I just want to get this team to a brick super Nick Bosa? Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Alright. But God and Lord and Savior has came. So we need a little bit of a restruction on your contract, sir. We need to decrease your money a little bit because you are just making too many interceptions. So how about let's do 10 million? Alright, whatever. Alrighty. Everybody, you hear it? We get $10 million back. Okay? We'll be able to sign more of those free agents. Thank you, sir. And also your $5 million signing bonus that you didn't know that was a thing. Alright. Time to get some spice.
The Carolina Panthers now on the clock.
well, that is it for the rebuild.